Hello everyone, Johnny Minder here. Welcome back to those who watched also to get my quote-unquote reaction to the Splatoon Raiders Direct. Yeah, we're playing this immediately after it, but yeah, we're continuing at least for the remaining time today. Pokémon FireRed version, and yeah, I moved Star Fox as already mentioned to play that for the full time, moving it to Friday, considering that. But yeah, without further ado, let's start. And yeah, our usual in-game summary: arrived at Pewter City, left the museum, defeated Brock, left the gym. But yeah, last but not least, we had saved here. Pretty sure we had defeated this girl. I'm actually thinking of because yeah, we had that tall grass which I want to tackle, but I'm thinking actually to first and foremost defeat this trainer. And yeah, as you can see here, that yeah, there's I showed you a preview. Yeah, there actually starts the new route. So yeah, we'll do this first and foremost. There's a reason also for that. But yeah. Okay, not not a trainer. I forgot about this one. This boy says who first and foremost. Who? Well, actually, more like a woof, I'd say, in this. Well, it can be a few, who, half, but yeah, in this case, because, and by the way, we heard also. In the direct, some exclamations of this kind. Well, not this one, but in general. Yeah, they are, as we have seen in this in games, but also during those. Yeah, they're used in Japanese. But yeah, after that, it says Kono Hende. Yeah, first and foremost, as usual. Part of the Kono, part of the Kosodo series. Ko close to both the speaker and the listener. So far from the speaker, close to the listener. Far from both. Do the interrogative. Koso are usually unaccented, though accent on do itself. With now we get the demonstrative adjective. So in this case, these or these, depending on the term. On the context also, because yeah, we don't have to necessarily specify the plural in Japanese. We can do so with some pluralizing suffixes and so on, but yeah, not required, and the word can still be plural technically. With now the demonstrative adjective, so yeah, these or these, followed by a noun. Modifying it and modifying that. In our case, hen. I don't remember if we've seen hen specifically or we've seen the strictly Japanese reading of this kanji, which is atari. But yeah, if we had seen atari. Let me check its accent again though. That one meant neighborhood. More in general, we could say vicinity, nearby, surroundings. Actually, accent on the first one. Okay, Atari. hen is the Chinese reading. Unaccented is one, okay. It can still mean, first and foremost, area, vicinity. Then also other meanings, but yeah, this is the fundamental one. You can see then why it's used also for with that strictly Japanese reading assigned to it with that meaning. Then we have the particle de. I'd say in, at, most likely, considering the term. So the locative particle. This one would be with most verbs, apart from those with apart from verbs of staying, which require ni instead for the meaning in, at. So here is saying simply, who. In this vicinity, and then yeah, funny enough, after that it simply says Hitoyasumi shite ikou. And yeah, we have first and foremost this Hitoyasumi, which, as you might have guessed, technically from that hito at the start and something after it, strictly speaking, it has the structure of a numeral plus counter combination, but yeah, this one technically is not considered a counter. We simply combine the number 1 with the strictly Japanese reading hito. Again, the he is the e of he barely heard if at all, because it's between a voice consonants. And then attach yasumi from the verb yasumu. Pretty sure accent, yes it is. More literally would be to rest, to have a break, and so by extension it can be used for to be absent, to take a day off, or to go to bed. Yeah, it's used, you might have heard, and I think I mentioned it before, the expression oyasumi nasai, used to say good night in Japanese. But yeah, usual u verb colon verb, we can change the u into i to make the corresponding, to make the conjugative form, and so the corresponding noun. Yasumi, accented on the last more, so yeah, it's regular. That's the usual rule for those. Rest, recess, respite, by extension again, considering the meaning of the verb, vacation, holiday, as in the sense of absence, also better. But yeah. So yeah, literally we combine the two words. One, rest, so yeah, as in a short rest, a breather, a break. A noun, but we can turn it into a verb by adding suru, the verb which means to do, so yeah, literally to do. While in English we would then adapt that to do with the other verbs like to have, to take, in our case here, to make, also in some cases, in our case to take a rest, so yeah, to rest. And yeah, suru, unaccented, completely irregular, so we have to remember that its conjugative form is shi, and then we can simply attach that form to the tet with. In that sense, it works like it's conjugated like verbs in some verbs, which is much easier than all the changes we have seen for the verbs, codon verbs. But yeah, the form of the verb in this case required because we then add iko from iku, an accented verb of movement. So yeah, as you have seen, verbs of movement are used after the form of a verb of other verbs. We can simply, in certain cases, keep the usual structure, the usual meaning of the form, do the action of the verb in te and the rest of the sentence. With these verbs can also be doing the action of the verb with that kind of movement. Or like actually in this case, they can also have a temporal meaning. So with kuru, the other verb of movement, that means to come, the opposite, accented. And by the way, incidentally, the other completely irregular verb. But yeah, with kuru, do an action up to this moment. Teiku, which is the one we can see here, do the action going forward. So I start from this moment onward. And yeah, I suspect it could be in this sense here. But yeah, first we have to conjugate iku, verb, colon verb. Has also a peculiarity, but for the rest, apart from that, it is conjugated like verbs, colon verbs. And yeah, in this case, we change the u into o and add u. So actually, the u is simply nowadays in contemporary Japanese, when found after an o, is how you write the long vowel o. Yeah, because of the evolution of the language. So yeah, when you find OU, like in this case, apart from certain cases, but we'll see those, but yeah, usually simply long O. So yeah, like in this case, Iko. Yeah, O is with verbs, colon verbs, yeah, the volitional form. So with its usual most common meaning, let's, or technically, and in this case, I'd say the second would technically make more sense, even though even in English you could technically say let's, even though he's talking to himself, or maybe including his Pokémon, but I think talking to himself better. But yeah, the other meaning is I'm willing to do the action of the verb. But yeah, regardless. So what he's saying here is let's we'll keep it with the easier translation here. Let's take a break, a short rest. The Italian one rest. And yeah, after that, okay, it continues. He says, Hanada shiti kara dokutsu o nukete kitara. First and foremost, we have Hanada shiti, Cerulean City, but we'll check its name when we get to it. We'll explain it then. Kara, the particle which means from. Then we have the term dokutsu. I feel like I've mentioned it before. Chinese compound. Should be an accent like most of those are. Yes, it is. Cave. Cavern, grotto, cave, the fundamental meaning. Yeah, you might have heard of it if you have heard of the Japanese name of cave story, Dokutsu Monogatari. So yeah. Then we have the object particle O. Well, technically the object particle, but also used, like in this case here, I'd say, with after a location to say go through that location. Of course, with certain verbs of movement, like in this case, we have nukete from nukeru. I think an accent, but we'll check. We had seen either nukeru before or nuku. Nuku is the intransitive form. No, actually, sorry. Nuku technically is the transitive. Nukeru is the intransitive. So even more so, you then see why do we have an object particle before an intransitive verb? Because it's actually not a regular object particle, but it's simply it becomes technically transitive in this sense, but it's because this verb then we use the object particle, an object with it, in the sense go through that place. And in this sense, nukeru has and also nuku have so many meanings actually. This one in particular is to go through, to pass through, and so wanted to mention it's unaccented both. So technically transitive in intransitive in eru, but nukeru also has this quote-unquote transitive usage, but simply with allocation, go through allocation. Verb is some verb, it's in eru, and isn't one of those exceptions. As a reminder, incidentally, there are some verbs, common verbs, some verbs in eru and iru that are actually verbs, common verbs, so be careful about those. You have to remember them, but most of the other ones, or verbs, it's done verbs, like in this case. So being like that, we can drop the ru to make the continuative form and then simply attach the te, like we've seen for with when we had the continuative form of suru, then you simply attach the te, and because of that, in that sense, it's similar to verbs, it's some verbs. But the form of the verb again required because actually we have a verb of movement. In this case, we have the opposite one, kuru, completely irregular, so we have to remember that its continuative form is ki. Then we can simply attach the ta to make the ta form, and so past form of the verb in plain speech. But in this case, it doesn't stop there, we have then ra. And so with tara, we make one of the forms of the conditional in Japanese. As we have seen, this conditional can also have a temporal meaning, similar to if, when in English. But this one, being constructed passing from the ta form of the verb, puts the focus on the, it says that the action of the verb in tara has already happened before the everything else can happen. So the focus is on having already happened. But so in this case, so far is saying if, better, when we could say I or simply you in general, which depending on the rest, actually would make sense if we were talking about himself in particular, but it could be a general statement. We say I for now, just for convenience. When I passed through, literally, we could also keep and with the movement coming towards here. Or we could simply say when I went through the cave from Cerulean City and came here, implied. And then it continues. Yeah, after that he actually simply says Scareta. Yeah, this is technically a usage of the terraform, as we'll see in a second. Yeah, first we have Tsukareru, a verb which means to get tired, to get fatigued, to become exhausted. By extension also to become worn out of a well-used object, but yeah, literally to get tired. Accented. Ru verb is a verb. So again we can drop the ru and add ta to make the ta form. Here stops there, so yeah, ta form, past form of the verb in plain speech. Cioè, here is simply saying, yeah, when I went through the cave from Cerulean City and came here, I got tired, I became exhausted. It could be useful to say that technically this could one of the usages of the terraform is that technically one does the action of that verb and then realizes something. In our case, that he got tired. But yeah, there's also this kind of usage. But yeah, again, you could, in general, apply the rule, what we have said about the Tara. So yeah, that happened. What's mentioned in the conditional temporal clause. And when that, after that happened, then something else happened. Or someone realizes, thinks of something, realizes something. So yeah, there's this usage. But yeah, funny enough, so yeah, actually he came from, yeah, he's talking about himself then, straight up. So yeah, he came from Cerulean City, went through the cave, and yeah, he got here and was tired. Hello, Ken, nice to see you here. So yeah, funny enough. So even more so, I can see why he doesn't want to. He's not a trainer that wants to challenge us. Okay, here we have a sign, pretty short. Simply says Koko wa Samban Doro. Koko, as we have already seen, part of the Kosodo series with Ko. This place, so yeah, then simply we can translate it as here. Wa written as ha, the usual topic particle, so yeah, as for this place, as for here. Sambandoro, so yeah, we have seen implied a copula, it's route 3, number 3, literally in Japanese. And again, yeah, we have a numeral plus counter combination, Samban, one of those unaccented ones for the ban. Ban straight up means number in this case. Doro, Chinese compound, which means road, more in general. Also highway. But yeah, used here in Pokemon games for what are translated in English as routes. Chinese compound accent on the first mora, we have seen this before. After that, after the suspension dots, it says Konosaki Otsukuni Yama. Yeah, we have Kono. Again, these. In this case, it should be actually singular, because after that we have Saki. We have seen it before. It means originally point, tip, and nozzle. By extension, then front head of a line, or even better, more often than not, a head, both physically, so the way a head beyond, and also temporally, so a head, well, in a series, actually, first, before, can also have a temporal meaning in the sense that then it's straight up what's ahead, sorry, actually in the future. Oh yeah, here, clearly physically, so ahead of here, ahead of this place, technically, ahead of this, straight up in Japanese says, but as in this place. So Konosaki has this meaning. Saki on its own, unaccented. I wonder if I think I had checked it, because we should have seen this before. Stays unaccented, both words on their own are unaccented, and lucky they stay unaccented. So ahead, as in beyond this point. We have seen it also can have a temporal meaning, also this expression, so from now on, after this. After that, Otsukimi Yama, and again, the name of Mount Moon, but we'll check it properly, as in fully explain it when we get to it. So mentioned here that ahead of here, we have Mount Moon. But before that, actually, we get to Route 4, and Yonban Doro. Let me take the physical dictionary. Okay, got both physical dictionaries technically. While one we don't particularly need, because it's the usual one for the numeral plus counter combinations, but we have already seen ban usually accented, other than we have actually seen these terms before. These combinations also, thanks to Super Mario World, and in general, I've already explained the rule tendency for this in this very series. But with ban, you get usually it's accented before ban itself. There are some exceptions. The exceptions we mentioned are some ban, the one we have already passed, Route 3. The one after this one in the numeration, so go ban 5. All the other ones are actually accented before ban itself. So in the case of 4, we use the strictly Japanese number to avoid the shi, which means it sounds the same as death. So Yonban, Route 4, number 4. And then again Doro. Wanted to mention here, since we got to it, the corresponding location in the real world. And for that I actually got the other dictionary, even though we have seen before these suffixes. I don't think there are any particular new one. We have the usual ones. As we see, not maybe not particularly not exactly the same here, because Route 4, as we see, is actually split into one part here, one with Mount Moon in the middle. So here we have Route 4, we go through Mount Moon. I can already mention it, but if it wasn't clear enough, also based on the sign we have just seen. And then there will be another part of Route 4. Yeah, at this point, let's mention it anyway. The corresponding area are technically two cities. Sano City, so actually Sano-shi. We use a shi for the term for city in Japanese. Not related, by the way, to, even though it can be used now that I think about it as a mnemonic, to shitty. But yeah, no, it's straight up a kanji with the Chinese pronunciation. And yeah, the usual one of those suffixes, and yeah, luckily the accent when adding it is always before the shi itself. So yeah, sanoshi, sa-no-shi, low, high, low. Or Tochigi shi, cioè Tochigi city, again, so yeah, Tochigi shi, low, high, high, low. They are in Tochigi Ken, cioè the Tochigi prefecture. And yeah, as we have seen, Ken also another one of those suffixes. Lucky that simply put the accent before Ken, it's the suffix itself. So in our case here, Ken, Tochigi Ken. Okay, wanted to mention that. We'll quickly. I don't think. Yeah, these are all NPCs. We can talk to them. But yeah, as I've accidentally shown already, yeah, I came up here first before actually tackling the tall grass there, because yeah, we have a Pokémon Center, so yeah, it's more convenient to come back here to heal. Although honestly, yeah, for now we'll ignore these NPCs. Since I came up here simply to get to the Pokémon Center. So I will talk, honestly I should have explained the location of the route another time, but oh well. This we can keep for later. Yeah, I wanted to get here simply for that, for the practical usage here, the practicality of it. Yeah, we can now check some of the tall grass here. It actually doesn't change. Shouldn't. The grass should apply for Route 3 as a whole. So yeah, we can stay in this one, which is closer. To see if we can find some new Pokemon. Yeah, like this one. And yeah, we have an Nidoran, Osu. Yeah, here the usual structure. A wild, the name of the possessive particle, no, name of the Pokemon, subject particle ga, and then jumped, came. And we have the usage of the Tekuru form again, the Tekuru. In this case, straight up, jump out, then verb, and then the Tekuru means that jumped out towards the player. But yeah, and by the way, this is why I put Pikachu in front, because I actually use electromagnetic wave, thunder wave in English, simply, but yeah, that's the translation in Japanese, as we have seen, to make it easier to catch these wild Pokemon. I wanted to, well, I didn't mention the name of this Pokemon, but honestly, let's actually catch it first. We can explain it after, because we'll have a page of the Pokédex pop up. I think one attack we should be able to. We should be fine. Okay, no, more than one technically, unless we have some criticals. In this case, they would be unfortunate. Perfect, actually. Zero issues. Also, always got stuck there. Oh yeah, so we can actually catch it. A Pokeball. Monster Boru, as usual, simply Monster Ball in Japanese. And with this, would have been surprised if it failed, considering the lower health and the being paralyzed. Yeah, gets added to the Pokédex. So yeah, let's check this. Part of the Sogen no Pokemon category. I think we should have seen it before, but I'll mention it again. Sogen means grassy field. That's the closest translation to the English translation closest to the Japanese term, because yeah, literally we have a Chinese compound. Should be an accent if I recall correctly. Yes, it is. Sogen. Yeah. So grass, gen, field. So yeah, grassy field. Possessive particle no to attach it to Pokemon. So yeah, Pokemon of the grassy field, grassland, meadow. Yeah, the category we've seen before. Oh yeah, this one is Nidoran, Osu. Yeah, first and foremost, Nidoran. Yeah, actually, like in English, they kept it the same as in Japanese. But let me still take it out here. The explanation according to Bulbapedia. Well, first and foremost, that Nido, and even more so because technically we have the R after it, is suspiciously close without the long vowel though to Nidoru, Nido from English. Let me check its accent though, if I can find it. I should be able to find it, but the term in the dictionary for sure, and then we'll see if it... yeah, also the accent. Nido, yeah, also kept it in Japanese, so on the first mora. Nidoru. And then they simply changed the vowel and added the n at the end. Also not without the long vowel. Another explanation mentioned by Bulbapedia is actually that Nido, in this case without the longer vowel, so honestly it's potentially even closer technically. Nido is a numeral plus counter combination. Do is the counter for occurrences. As you have seen, there's also the other one, which is Kai, but yeah, there's also this Do. This is unfortunately one of the weird ones when it comes to the rules of its accent. I think we have seen it before. Because yeah, for example, this one, Nido, is actually accented on the last mora. And there's also this I've mentioned for sure, I remember doing so. There's the matter of Do. Can be used as a counter, also with the meaning simply of grade. Well, actually better, degree of angles, temperature, and so on. In that usage, it's more regular. If I recall correctly, it should always be, not always, but okay, found it there. Yeah, with that usage for temperature, degree, yeah, then it's always regular. I see it again, yeah, as I remember correctly, then before do itself. That's easy. Unfortunately, pretty common usage is this one, the one for times, occurrences. Yeah, in that case, some are accented on do itself, other ones before it, like the other one. Yeah, then you simply have to remember them. Honestly, those accented on do itself are less not clear exactly with which criteria, since technically some shorter ones, but only relatively so. But yeah, the exceptions are ichido, 1, nido, the one we see mentioned here, godo, 5, rokudo, 6, oh yeah, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10, all before it, like the usage for degree. Oh yeah, twice, which would make sense considering the peculiarity of this Pokemon, which I'm not sure if we'll see it. If we'll be able to see it, because it's actually, I've seen it's rarer, the counterpart, but yeah, I can mention it. Yeah, if it weren't clear, also because of the following male symbol, there's also a female Nidoran, and in this case, unlike other species of Pokemon, they're considered different Pokemon. Because yeah, by the way, for those who don't know, there weren't male and female Pokemon in general in the first gen. Only these ones had it were male and female. That got introduced in Gen 2. But yeah, and as I mentioned, in addition, we have the pronunciation of male, which is osu. Yeah, osu. Let me check the accent. It means male, male for animals, plants. Technically also, but yeah, not people. As you have seen, male for people usually is the term otoko, accent on the last mora. Osu, also accent on the last mora. Notice the O that's shared by both in this case. But yeah. Then we have the species here. Dokubari Pokemon. Yeah, Dokubari. I don't remember if I've seen it. Yeah, okay. I think we might have seen it because it might have been the attack that Weedle has, or still related. But yeah, Doku on its own, we have seen it for sure because yeah, it's the usual one. On its own accent on the last mora, which means poison. Bari, from Hari, accent on the first mora, of course on its own Hari, but yeah, in here is the second term of in a compound is of even more so is of strictly Japanese origin, So it gets voiced with the duck 10 because of that reason. But yeah, means needle, pin. So literally poison needle. And I think it's translated as such, the attack. But yeah, so stinger of a bee and so on. So poison needle, stinger Pokemon. The height, the weight, and then we have the explanation of the Pokemon in the Pokédex. So let's check it out. Mimi ga okiku toku no oto o kikutoki habataku yoni ugoku. Yeah, first and foremost we have Mimi. I think we might have seen it before, but yeah, it's a body part. This is one of those that I think is one of the most of them we have seen so far are accented on the last more. Some are unaccented. This one accented on the last more. Mimi means ears. By extension also can be hearing, but yeah, no. Strictly speaking, the fundamental meaning is the body part, ear or ears in the plural. I noticed that here clearly it would be better in the plural, considering it's ears in general. It's ears, well, his ears, subject particle ga, okiku. We've even studied this kanji at this point. It means big. E adjective, so we can drop the E and add the ku to make the conjugative form. Also used, as we can see here, as an adverb. So yeah. Well, here actually it's not the usage as an adverb, it's straight up, and because of that I mentioned that it's practically the conjugative form of E adjectives, because this usage is actually based on how it is. It seems its ears are big and the rest of the sentence. So that usage of the conjugative form also of verbs, which again similar to the usage of the form, whatever that verb in our case adjective says, and the rest of the sentence, because actually the form is a conjugative form of a classical auxiliary, an auxiliary found in classical Japanese. So yeah, that's why the form is the more common one. The continuative form on its own is more formal, as we have seen. So yeah, perfect, for example, here in the context, yeah, of the Pokédex, also when written. So I think that's most likely the case here. Then we have toku, from toi, funny enough, another E adjective. This one, I think unaccented, but we check, it means far. Distant, yes, unaccented. It's a peculiar adjective because, as you can see, we drop the E, add the ku to make the conjugative form. Unlike most E adjectives, which we have seen by when you make this form, other than the other usages like the do that and the rest of the sentence, used also for conjugation of further conjugation of the adjective by adding aru. But yeah, when used on its own, the ku form of E adjective means we make the adverb. Now, in the case of toi and also another one, another E adjective, I think it should be only these two. The other one is oku, from oi, many, a lot. many much technically, depending on the context a lot. By making the Q form of them, you get also the corresponding adverb, but also a noun. Yeah, funny enough, like similar to verbs, how you make the corresponding noun by conjugating verbs into the conjugative form. But yeah, for these adjectives, also for them. And funny enough, then you can add the possessive particle no, like in this case, to make, in practice, despite being in the structure noun plus possessive particle, an adjective. So it's weird that technically you have the adjective ready as is as an adjective, but yeah, you can make also this form, and it's actually used. So yeah. Far still the meaning. And yeah, oi does the same. So yeah, oku no. Or also stepped up as a noun. So yeah, in the case of oku, for example, majority, greater part of. But yeah, so yeah, here simply so far. Distant, followed by the noun oto. I don't remember if I think we might have studied its kanji already. Let me check, because we have seen related ones, but we might not have checked that. Yeah, okay, no, yeah, we haven't. Oto, the word we have found before, means sound, also noise technically. Fundamental meaning, let's say sound in general. Accent on the last mora, to. So yeah, far distant sound. Object particle o, written as one, pronounced as such in careful speech and also singing. Then we have the verb kiku. We have found it before. By the way, they barely heard it at all because it's between a voice consonants. Its fundamental meaning is to hear. So in this case, it's that to hear, or also then to listen to. Can be used for both. We have seen by extension. Technically also with a different kanji, to ask. Yeah, because technically when you ask someone, you listen to what they then say. So yeah, most likely because of that, but yeah. Here, listen, unaccented. After it we have toki, so yeah, technically we have relative clause, modifying the following noun toki. Yeah, as we have seen, toki means accent on the last mora, means time, hour, moment, occasion, case, and so on. So literally that would be the time, moment, in which, and then the relative clause. In translation, we can then simply translate it as like a when in English, for these temporal clauses. When listening, can be followed by the particle ni, not always. Ni, the particle in this case with at a specific moment, so yeah, because of that, but yeah, not necessarily, as we can see here. Then we have habataku. Funny enough, you might have heard it in a famous Naruto opening, Bluebird. that starts with habata itara, conjugated form of habataku. Because this habataku is a verb, Kodan verb, accented, which means to flap wings. And actually the kanji, the first kanji that it uses is ha, which means wing, as we'll see eventually. Let me see its accent. Well, on its own nowadays, actually, we use hane instead. Ha is a shortened form. Well, it's the original form, but hane is the term used nowadays. Technical compound as well, but we'll see it when the time comes. And then we add this hataku technically. So it's a compound verb, but from a noun plus the verb in this case. Wanted to find if, well, not usually found on its own, but yeah, can be seen that technically is a compound with that ba in the voicing there, yeah, suspiciously, because it's could be because of it's the second word part of the compound as already mentioned. But yeah, regardless, this verb, as we mentioned, the wings, so yeah, an action related to wings, and yeah, it's to flap wings. So, by extension also to spread one's wings in the sense of to go out into the world, but yeah, not our case here, literally to flap wings. After it we have yo. Again, strictly speaking, we would have a verb in attributive position and then a noun. Yo, in general, we have seen form, style, design, way, method, and so on. But when used here with the particle ni, it means, well, we could say technically like, we'll see better when I translate it. Yeah, then last but not least, ugoku as the verb. Yeah, that one pretty easy. We have already seen it. Accented should be. It means to move. Yeah, accented. So yeah, the translation here, it says his ears are big and move. So actually that Goku should still be referred to the Mimi, to the ears. As if, yeah, we kind of translate that Yoni in this sense. You see why in a second. As if, well, better to translate it first with the Kikutoki. Well, so its ears are big, and when it listens, when it hears a far distant sound, the ears again implied they move as if they flapped. So yeah, in that sense, as if. So yeah, it describes the way in which the action of the verb happens. So yeah, the ears move in this way. So yeah, as if they flapped. Yeah, then it says, last but not least, Okoru to dokubari o dasu. Yeah, first we have Okoru, which we have actually seen before in this very series because of Mankey, pretty sure. because yeah, it's the verb that accented, which means to get angry. Notice to get angry technically, because to say that someone is angry, then you would usually use it in the te iru form, so continuing action or state. Okotte iru, okotte ita in the past, so was angry. But yeah, accented as mentioned. And here, then, after it, we have a to. Here, a conjugation, and yeah, another form of the conditional. If, when, also can have a temporal meaning. This is the closest one, as already mentioned before, to the zero conditional in English. So yeah, when this happens, the action of the verb happens, then something inevitably happens. Yeah, in this case, so yeah, when it gets angry, dokubari again. I don't remember if I've actually mentioned the accent of dokubari today. And also for hari on, well, hari on its own, yeah, accent on the first mora, and I have. Dokubari, unfortunately, is one of those compounds that become unaccented, so yeah, you have to remember it. Dokubari, object particle o, and then dasu, yeah, the verb we have seen before. We've even studied this kanji to take, put, out, emit, we could say, or similar, and also has several extended meanings from those. Yeah, so here, if or when it gets angry, it shoots, then we could, by adapting it, it emits a poison needle. So yeah, a stinger, better a poison needle in the case straight up of this Pokemon, simply. But yeah, so we have checked that. We wanted a nickname, and yeah, of course, sent to the box. Okay, let's leave the tall grass. And unfortunately, with that, we have run out of time, but glad we checked out. We went also up here, introduced the next location there. But yeah, for convenience, to if we need to heal, we can straight up go to that Pokemon Center, but we checked also trainers outside, and of course there will be ones, there will be some inside the Pokemon Center in the future. But yeah, first we'll, well, for now, let's save. But yeah, we'll still check more of this tall grass first and foremost to catch more Pokemon. Oh yeah, with that we can close the game. And yes, so today, yeah, it was a shorter stream because we first watched the Splatoon Raiders Direct. But yeah, it was still pretty useful. Yeah, we got in preview of the upcoming route, also explained it, its location in relation to the real world. Talk to the NPCs here still in and the sign still in Route 3, those in Route 4 we'll check when we actually get to it. But then we checked out the talk. We got one of the Pokemon that we can get here, Nidoran male, and yeah, so explained that. A Pokemon we haven't seen even in Pokemon Snap, so yeah, it was completely new. Luckily we got to catch it. I got checked out its Pokédex. So next time, which for this series will be on Monday as usual, we'll first and foremost continue catching Pokemon here in the tall grass in Route 3. After that, not sure how long that will take us, but I think we might be able to at least start in part talking to the NPCs in Route 4, but we'll see. So yeah, we have our objectives. of course, before that, we have on Friday, because we moved it then, Star Fox. Yeah, as you have seen, we didn't have much time to play this one, so yeah, it was to avoid playing that too little for this week, so I moved Star Fox there for that reason, again. On Sunday, we have a stream mostly just for fun. I'm actually thinking, potentially, was thinking Star Fox as in the new game originally, but I'm actually thinking Mario Kart World, considering the updated Street Up came up today, I think. Street Up came up, I saw the news today, with and so its additions, and also considering that it has practically just passed 1 year from when I started the channel, started streaming, and our very first game was to also test it, and everything was Mario Kart World, so it will be fun also considering that. But we'll see. You'll get the confirmation. Well, most likely I already confirmed it on Friday, but yeah, then you'll see as usual the stream that when I open it on Saturday and everything. So yeah, these are our plans for the rest of the week, and of course, yeah, for the next time on Monday then for Pokémon FireRed. And yeah, see you next time.